Here we're gonna go through a segmented cat-cow. Now, probably before you guys have done a cat-cow where it's just, we focus on moving into flexion and extension. In this, I'm gonna challenge you guys on working each vertebrae one at a time without moving the one past it into flexion and or extension by itself. So we're trying to get each vertebrae to work independently and not as a huge segment, okay? Now for a lot of people this is gonna be hard. It's hard for me. You just have to really focus and try to bring the awareness to the spine where you don't feel that awareness. And sometimes it takes people's hands, fingers, little cues with the band, etc., to feel that. But we're gonna get you guys out into a quadruped position. So quadruped position, I've got my knees 90 and they're underneath my hips, all right? My low back is in a nice tabletop like I could eat off of, nice and flat. And then my shoulder blades, I just don't want them sagging back, all right? I got a little bit of protraction reaching those shoulders to the floor, and I've got my elbow creases rotated towards my thumbs. So fingers are outside, elbow creases rotated towards the thumbs. This is how we're in a neutral shoulder position, okay? Now, from this position, my flat position, first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna lift my sit bone into the ceiling or my sacrum pelvis into the ceiling. The vertebrae, L5S1, is dropping to the floor, and each consecutive vertebrae going up the spine is going to keep dropping to the floor. As I reach my mid-spine, sternum and chest start reaching the floor, and we go into extension into the mid-spine, keeping the chin tucked but lifting up. So we're not lifting the chin and going to hyperextension there. All right, now from this position, another thing, when we're going into extension, I wanna make sure you guys aren't retracting the shoulder blades to faux extension, all right? That's pseudo extension. You wanna make sure that you're keeping that little bit of protraction and that you actually go through extension, not just pull the blades back, okay? So from that fully extends part, we're gonna tuck the tailbone now, pushing each vertebrae into the ceiling, one at a time, until we get fully rounded, pushing every vertebrae into the ceiling, the chin's tucked, and then we'll unwind from this position, lifting the sit bones, dropping each consecutive vertebrae to the floor, trying to get each individual segment to work as one, making sure we go through extension in the thoracic spine, not using retraction to fake us out or to compensate. Completely rounded.